So the first piece of clothing on this list I'm excited about because as soon as I saw it, I was like, this thing is beautiful. Classic, clean, casually elegant. And I know the majority of you guys out there do not have it in your wardrobe. And the particular style I'm about to share with you checks off 2 boxes when it comes to style and uniqueness, aka standing out from the crowd. Now the piece I'm going to be talking about is a modern pair of footwear built off a classic design. In fact, if you know rubber-soled sneakers, they've been around for over 100 years. They became popular due to their sportswear applications. And what I love about this modern style right here is it leverages the power of an elastic band, much like the classic Chelsea boot, while bringing a minimalist luxury feel to a classic casual item. Gents, the item I'm talking about here is the modern laceless court sneaker. And when you look at the silhouette, you see the classic court sneaker. Men have been wearing this particular style of shoes since the 1960s, and now the distinctive style that separates this one is that slip-on build. Basically, the elastic sections allow your foot to go in and out without having to tie any laces. From a design perspective, it simplifies, and when you simplify something, in general, you make it a bit dressier. You overall make it a bit more stylish, and that's what makes this shoe great, because you can stop wearing those run-in shoes, and you can elevate your style with a shoe that's easier to put on and just as comfortable. This shoe is going to work great with chinos, jeans, tailored trousers, performance pants, shorts, and if you're traveling, this is an easy slip-on, slip-off when you're going through security. Now, I did promise you a 2-for-1, and notice when you get close up with this shoe, what do you notice? You notice the material, suede. Now, suede footwear, accessories, maybe even a jacket, that is an easy way to upgrade your look because 1, it's uncommon, yet it is still a classic piece, easy to bring in, but also it brings in texture. Suede, as many of you guys know, comes from a lower cut of the leather. And one of the huge advantages of this cut is that it's softer. It's more pliable. Suede has been prized for thousands of years because of its luxurious feel, especially when worn close to the body. Now, there is the issue with water absorption, but quick note when it comes to footwear, most of these suedes are treated and it's easy to treat it yourself with a simple spray on silicone to ensure your suede lasts. Now guys, all the clothing you've seen in today's video, you can grab over at Quince, the sponsor of today's video. Now gents, I've talked about Quince before, and what I love about these guys is they focus in on the style staples, the clothing that you need, and you go and you look at these prices, you are going to be amazed. These are quality pieces at a fair price, and they're all classic style pieces. Going through this is one of the easiest sites if you want to rebuild your wardrobe. Whether you're looking at shirts, trousers, shoes, accessories, jackets. Gents, it's safe to say you are going to find it over at Quince. As you can see here and throughout this video, I've got a lot of their clothing at this point. And again, what impresses me again and again is the quality for the price you're paying. In fact, these laceless court sneakers, I am taking these with me on a trip over to Greece because I want something that I can walk around in, be incredibly comfortable in. And the reality is I was so happy to see that they had these in stock at an affordable price so that you guys can grab a pair just like this and level up your style. Now, their linen shirts are of great quality and the fit is spot on. Their t-shirts, they've got a wide range of colors, styles, different materials, and their trousers are true to size, and what you get is exactly what's pictured and described. Now gents, I will warn you, they occasionally go out of stock, so get over if you see something that's in your size you like the look of, grab it. If you're looking for classic staples of menswear that are not going to go out of style, you want classic yet modern styles, guys, get over to Quince and check them out. Again, I'm linking to them down in the description, and use that link to make sure you get the best deal on the web. Well, the next upgrade, get rid of the boring button down and go with a linen utility shirt. Now, utility shirts are distinctive because they usually have 2 patch pockets right here on the chest. These pockets in these shirts in general were designed as workwear. The pocket was meant to hold loose items, and from a design perspective, it actually builds up the chest, and you'll occasionally see these shirts out there with epaulets right here on the shoulders. Again, they're military history, but that right there can also build up the shoulders, and these shirts in general are a great fill-in between a patterned long sleeve button-down and a dress shirt. They fill that no man's land when you want a shirt that looks good, but on the other hand, isn't dressed up. This shirt is going to fit that bill. Now, as you can see here, I've rolled up the sleeves, and the fabric here, linen, makes it easy to wear in warmer weather. It's going to be breathable. It naturally wicks away moisture. And the color, I went right here with that little bit of military green. Again, for me, works with my complexion and also gives off a masculine, strong vibe. Next up, let's upgrade your white t-shirt. A lot of you guys buy these shirts. You buy them in those 3-packs, and gents, I got to be honest, you're probably buying an undershirt. They fall apart quickly. They maybe fit a little bit too close. And gents, if you're going to be wearing a t-shirt, how about step it up by getting a merino wool t-shirt. Now, a lot of guys out there, they immediately hear wool and they think, oh, this is going to be overly warm. Not true. Merino wool is woven in a way that it can be worn in the summer. It's breathable, but what's really nice about this fabric, it has a beautiful clean drape, meaning that it lays on the body, but it doesn't necessarily show all the details like your nipples, and it just looks more elegant. In addition, merino wool actually resists odor and it's easy to clean. That being said, you don't have to go with merino wool. Of course, you can go with cotton, but if you're going to go with a cotton shirt, why not go with a V-neck? A V-neck cotton shirt on most builds is going to make you just simply look better because it's going to help to draw attention to the upper chest, and it gives a bit of shape, a bit of dimension to an otherwise simple garment. Now, for me personally, when I'm looking at t-shirts, I like, again, a shirt with a bit more substance to it. Shirts that are incredibly lightweight, oftentimes they scream undershirt, which, as the name implies, these are meant to be worn under a shirt. Now, we talked about linen a little bit earlier. Let's just get into the classic linen shirt. As you can see right here, this one is clean in design. It doesn't have the breast pockets, so it is going to be a little bit dressier. And this shirt right here in this beautiful, deep, rich brick color would work great with a pair of lighter colored trousers. And linen, as most of you guys know, was one of the first materials that men started wearing because of its natural properties of simply the way the fiber is shaped. It allows air movement. It's easy to clean, and it's incredibly durable. And again, I've said it probably hundreds of times, but you just stepping up and getting a shirt like this, wearing it with a pair of nice trousers, even if you keep the shoes ultra casual, I'm telling you, you are immediately going to stand out from the crowd. You're not going to be overly dressed. You're not wearing a suit or anything. And linen does have the fun feature of it will wrinkle over time. This is just one of its characteristics. But here's the deal. In a classic color, it's easy to mix and match, and it is such a great summer shirt to bring into your wardrobe. Now, what about flip-flops? I know you guys love your flip-flops, and I think sandals are a solid upgrade here, but let me introduce you to something a little bit different, the driving loafer. Now, notice the silhouette here. This is going to have a very similar style and design to the classic loafer, but a driving moccasin style loafer like this, it's going to be elevated in the toe box, and this particular one right here is made from recycled material, which is cool and all, but the part that you are going to love is they are incredibly comfortable. Driving loafers are made to be worn. You can wear them with no-show socks. You can choose to wear them with no socks, but these are made so that your foot should be able to slip in and out. They are very lightweight, very comfortable, easy to wear. As the name implies, they were specifically designed for men that wanted to be able to feel when they're inside of a car, the pedals. They wanted to be really close to the road. But of course, nowadays you can wear these shoes in a variety of situations. They are very lightweight, breathable, and perfect for warmer weather, perfect when you want to upgrade your style. And again, you're tired of sneakers, you're tired of running shoes, you want to look good, but you don't want to go with dress shoes. Guys, check these out. Now, what about the polo? Guys, I love the polo shirt. It comes in a wide variety of styles. I've talked about it multiple times here on the channel, but I get it that some of you guys are like, Antonio, I want to bring in something a little bit more interesting. Okay, well, let's go ahead and upgrade it here with a mesh button down. Now notice the shirt is short sleeve, and the mesh right here, this is not going to be see-through, but it is going to be incredibly breathable. Again, it's more of a summer feel. These things can come with patterns, they can come in different colors, but what's going to be consistent with this shirt is it is casual. It kind of gives a vacation type of vibe. That being said, you're staying at a nicer place, you're going to be around people, you want to look good, but you want to be able to take this thing off. This is the shirt for you. Next up, we're getting rid of the distressed jeans, and we're going to go with a pair of lightweight, clean, dark denim. Now, skinny cuts have been out for a long time. Looser cuts are in, but I'm still going to recommend going with straight, going with slim. It really depends on your build. Always buy clothing that fits your build. So if you are a skinny dude, probably skinny clothing is still going to work for you. But yeah, get a pair that fits you, keep them dark, keep them simple. And I do like a little bit of stretch in my denim. Simply, it just makes it more comfortable. You can definitely look for 100% cotton out there if that is your thing. But I think just a bit of spandex, a bit of stretch, especially if you spend time in the gym, you got a body type that's a little bit harder to fit. That stretch is going to make a big difference. But let's say you want to dress it up. We'll avoid the baggy khakis. Hopefully you've been avoiding these for a while, but go for a more tapered chino. You're going to find all different styles out there. Again, this style of pant has been around for over 100 years, has a military heritage, but in a nutshell, chinos are traditionally made from cotton, although a little bit of stretch material is perfectly fine. Historically, they were tan, but nowadays you are going to find chinos in a variety of different colors. And if you want even more casual than that, yeah, you're trying to replace those sweatpants, guys, look to a pair of linen trousers. So as you can imagine, because they're made out of linen, they're going to be breathable. What you will find in general for linen trousers, unless it is a dress pant, it's going to have a looser cut, which is perfectly fine, especially if it's got a drawstring type of waistband. This right here instantly screams casual, but the only time you would see linen trousers made for a more tapered cut is if they were made to be worn with dressier clothing or matched with a suit. Next up, we're throwing out the cargo shorts, especially if they are in camouflage. I know you guys love them. You know, if you're going to Disneyland and you need to be able to carry water in your pockets, I've been there, guys. I get it. You do you. But I think that if you're looking for a more elegant look, you want to dress up a bit this summer, then go for a classic pair of shorts, maybe 7-inch on the inseam, 5-inch if you got great legs or you're a little bit shorter, but 7 inches is probably going to be for most of us. Past that, you know, all of a sudden maybe they start looking like jorts. But yeah, your shorts, you don't need to do anything fancy with them. In fact, I really like that a lot of them don't have functional pockets in the back because let's face it, guys, so many of us overload those pockets. Instead, you're just forced to make a decision of what you are actually going to take with you. I usually even use a front wallet, or I've got my wallet now on my phone. But again, you do you, you find what works for you. But again, keeping things simple, keeping the lines clean, this right here is going to give you a more streamlined, elegant look. Now, really quick, let's talk about the dress shirt. I love a good dress shirt, but a lot of times people want to wear a dress shirt with clothing that's too casual. You've seen it. You want to wear something with a pair of shorts. You're going to roll up the sleeves. You like this look, so you wear a dress shirt. Guess what? That's probably the wrong shirt for this. Instead, look to an Oxford. An Oxford shirt is more casual than a dress shirt. And the big separator here is that Oxford material. It's going to be a little bit thicker. It's going to have a little bit of texture to it. And in general, this is considered more casual. Oftentimes the collars are going to be a little bit softer as well. So this style of shirt, look for it. It's a classic out there when it comes in over. It's not just white. Oxford cloth can be white on white, but you'll often see it mixed with blues or with reds that end up making the fabric look pink. Purples come out as lavender. It's a classic in menswear, perfect in the spring, but you can also wear it in the fall or the summer. And right with that, if you're wearing a t-shirt underneath, check out this organic cotton ribbed polo sweater. Again, this is a piece maybe some of you guys would have stayed away from, but just simply look at the way it drapes. Look at the way it enhances the overall silhouette of this guy because it's got that collar. It's still got, you know, a pretty casual button right there in the front. You can wear this with jeans. You can wear it with a pair of chinos, an easy piece to add to your wardrobe that is going to be functional and again is such a step up from a hoodie. Next up, let's talk about that orphan suit jacket. Yeah, the one that you're wearing as a blazer. I get it. You're reusing clothing, you're recycling, you think it looks good, but I mean, it kind of looks worn out. It's got too much structure to it. Instead, you want something that's a bit more casual. You know that this combination works for you. Gents, consider bringing in a knit blazer. These type of blazers are unstructured, meaning they don't have all that buildup around the shoulders, especially if you spend some time in the gym, if you are relatively young, if you've got a good build, this is going to look really good on you, and they are so comfortable. That's what I love about knit clothing, especially blazers and jackets, is that these feel like a sweater when you put them on, but because of the structure, because of the silhouette that they create whenever you button up that button, all of a sudden you've got what looks to be actually a really smart classic look that immediately is going to set you apart from the crowd. And guys, it's such an easy upgrade because so many of you guys are bringing in those sweaters, and I know we love our quarter zips. I love my quarter zips, but this right here is just a step up and a really elegant look that I know so many of you guys can pull off. And with that said, gents, what did I miss? What would you have added to this video to make it better? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, well, keep watching right here. I got you covered with more content. Oh yeah, right here. Boom.